I've been home all of 20 minutes and I've already lost my receipt. Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn and I just bought a house. I am chronicling my journey of moving in, getting settled, all that fun stuff through Vlogmas this month and letting you know what it's like being a new homeowner. So my channel is mostly about budgeting and living a better financial life, hence buying a new house and being able to pay for it and live in it and purchase it. So today I went to the store again. I needed to buy a few items for myself here at my house, and I just thought that I would share with you what I bought, how much it was, and I've already lost my receipt. Yeah, so I can't remember how much everything was, but for those items that I do remember, I will let you know, and for those that I don't, I'll give you a total at the end, but there's a lot of things that I don't even know how much they were, so I just bought it. Sometimes I buy things without looking at the price, and that's not good advice. I do not advise that, but yeah, anyway, it happens. So I went out and I actually was going for a coffee maker. I needed one here at the house because I absolutely love my coffee, and ended up buying several other things at the store, some things that I needed, some things I wanted, and some sort of like grocery items, I guess. So I was at Target. I was just like kind of out that way. I had originally intended to go to Kohl's, but I was just like, I was already going to a different store. I was buying some stuff for my students. So I teach second grade, and oh my goodness, we're teaching online right now. Ooh, I can't wait until we can go back in person. And I cannot wait until Friday when things will be settled down, and I'll have a couple weeks off for a break. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So anyway, I was going out. I was trying to buy little things for them, and I was at the Dollar Tree for that, and then I was just happened to be by a Target, and didn't want to come like all the way out to Kohl's, so I decided to go to Target and just see what they had. Well, I bought what I needed at Target and don't need to go to Kohl's now. So let me get into everything that I purchased. I'm going to start with the grocery stuff, even though that's the stuff that I put in my cart last. And then I'll go over like the household items. And again, if I remember the price, I will let you know. If I don't remember the price, then I won't. Okay, so I'm going to start with these two items because they're refrigerated and I want to get them in the refrigerator as soon as possible. So I actually started out grocery shopping. I started out with putting like ground beef in the cart, and I was like, I'm going to go grocery shopping while I'm here. And then I thought, no, don't do that. Your grocery shopping at Target does not end well. So first of all, things are a little bit more expensive at Target, at least I think they are. And then Target doesn't have as much of a selection as, say, Kroger. So I decided, well, I'll just go and get a few snacky things, some stuff that I would want to snack on, and of course that's what snacky things are. Anyway, so I put back the ground beef, and this was nearby, and I decided to get these. These are really good. I really like these. And I have no idea how much they are. Kind of expensive, probably, if I had to guess. I don't know, because if I made something like this, I would make it really expensive because it looks really fancy. And even the packaging looks fancy, so I don't know how much it was, but I bought these. And then nearby was also this. This I know was like $2 and something cents. I don't know if it's like $2.35, 50 cents, it's somewhere in the $2 range. And I feel like that is a lot, but well, I mean, I have eggs, and I do really like these, and I don't have to chop up the vegetables, and I don't have to buy all that stuff, and it's already ready to go. I just put it in the egg and then put it in the microwave, and then I have a nice warm breakfast. I've been having a lot of cereal lately, and I do have eggs, and I could make them, but then I've got a big pan that I have to wash, and so I'm just being lazy. I only bought one, but I'm just being lazy, especially with teaching online. I have 2 more days. I just want to get it over with. So I'm just trying to make it through the next couple of days, and then I can like breathe a little bit for a couple weeks before we go back to school. Next up, I went to the bread aisle and I got some bread. So they really only have like name brand bread at Target. So I bought bread, and I had some bread getting low. Plus that bread is been around for a while, so it's getting closer to croutons than actual bread. So I needed some new bread. Maybe I'll make some French toast or actual croutons with the rest of the bread that is quite stale. And in the bread aisle, I also found these. So I really like Little Bites muffins, even though they're really expensive. I don't know how much they are, but I do think that they're expensive for the amount that you get. Then, of course, still on the snacky kick, I bought these. So I really just like found them, but also last night I was kind of craving something chocolatey, and I was out of the chocolate covered pretzels that I bought at the store that when I went a couple weeks ago, and saw these. I love these, especially the salted caramel. Like, these are some of the best. It's some of the best stuff ever. Love this stuff. And I don't remember how much it is. In the same aisle, I found these. These, I do believe, might have been like $4 for this tiny, tiny little bag. So this is really, really, really expensive. But it looks so good. Pineapple chips and coconut chips. Oh my gosh. Like, I could be in a tropical paradise, which I kind of need right now because it's cold and it's wet. And I'm stressed out with school and trying to, like, unpack my house. So, I mean, $4 for a tropical paradise, you know? That's a good deal. Then I also bought these. Now, these are the Nature Valley protein bar, like, granola, chewy bars, whatever. They're peanut butter, dark chocolate. I buy these all the time. I eat these a lot. I love these, and like just one is fairly filling because it has 10 grams of protein, and I will eat them for breakfast, for snacks, one with lunch, not like all in one day, but like I eat them at different times of the day. And then when I was at the checkout, I found these, which I bought these. I don't know if they've had them year round, but I remember buying these for the first time last year around Christmas, and these are some of my favorite things ever. So I bought some. They only had one, and I was going to buy two. They only had one in the box left at the checkout. And so since I only got one, what I really wanted to, I also bought these. I'm not a huge M&M's fan. I like different flavors, like with my chocolate. But these are fudge brownie, and I've never tried this flavor, so I thought I would try them. That wraps up all the food. Now for the household items. Not exactly a household item, but I don't know. What do you consider this? Like, where does this fall? Does this fall under household items, or does this fall under groceries because you use it to make food? I don't know. Parchment paper. This is parchment paper is some of my favorite stuff in the entire world. When it comes to baking, I love parchment paper. I can't remember how much this was. I honestly can't remember how much this was. The next thing that I got is a can opener. So the other night, I actually have some canned tuna and canned chicken here at the house, and I was gonna make myself some chicken salad, some canned chicken salad. So I took out the can, and then I realized I don't have a can opener. I don't know what happened to my can opener. I don't know if it's somewhere in a box somewhere that I'll never find, or if it got donated to my parents' household when I moved home, because I think that might have happened, because they had like a really, 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 really bad can opener. Like it was one similar to this, but a really cheap one that barely opened cans. So I think that I donated mine to the household. That happened to a lot of things, and that's why like some things I'm missing. I don't know if it's missing because it got taken out of the box at some point, not by me, or it's in a different box and not labeled correctly, or it got donated to, I call it donated, to the household. So when I moved in with my parents, there was a lot of things that I just kind of like donated to the household. So like all of my spices, all of my food that he had at that time when I moved in, I think maybe I might have donated my silverware, and that might be where that ended up. And if that's the case, then I'm really glad that I went on ahead and bought some silverware. But I might have donated my can opener. So I bought this. I think this was $12.99. I feel like that was a lot, but like even one that was just like $10, it seemed so much cheaper than this one. And this one has like a nice rubbery handle. This one seemed a lot nicer. It's got the bottle opener at the top, which I didn't even notice until like just now. I also went on ahead and bought a spatula. So this is like a really nice one. I think it was like $10. It's either $7 or $10. I can't remember. Somewhere around there. I did see some sets of like whole cooking set. You know, it's got the strainer, it's got the ladle, it's got a couple different spatulas, all kinds of, you know, the whole set for like $10 when I bought this one for $10. And just looking at the quality, I was like, you know what? I think that I have some really, really cheap ones somewhere around in the boxes somewhere. I hope, because those, I know that I didn't donate those to the household because my parents already had plenty of those. And so I would rather buy one really, really good spatula, because this is all I need right now. It's all I really, really need right now is a spatula. I'd rather buy one really good one than a whole bunch of cheap ones that are going to last, you know, barely a couple months. And so I kind of like splurged on this because I just need one. So I can make some eggs or, you know, stir something in the pan. So, yes, I do need some tongs. Yes, I do need a strainer. I need a whisk. I need those things. But hopefully I will find them somewhere in the house. Meanwhile, this is essential. The next thing I bought was a pizza pan. So this was $7, actually. I bought this because I actually bought a frozen pizza to make, and then I have almost pulled it out a couple of times to have for dinner, but then realized I don't have anything to put it on, and so I need a pizza. So I had some pans, but those pans that I used to have might have been donated to the household, but I can't remember for sure. And but I don't think I've seen them in my kitchen stuff. Maybe I've overlooked it, especially in one of the boxes. It's like really full of stuff like on the top, and I'm slowly pulling that stuff out and putting it in the dishwasher. And so maybe some of my pans are with that, but I went on ahead and bought a pizza pan. Then I also discovered that I don't have a silverware tray. So I bought some silverware because I couldn't find mine anywhere, and then put it all in the dishwasher, got it washed, and then I realized I don't have a tray to put it in. So it's just all like kind of sitting in the cabinet right now and not in a tray. And yeah, so I don't know where my silverware trays are. I know that I have one somewhere, and I know that it did not get donated to my parents. So I did find one silverware tray at Target, but it was like either $17 or $17.99, which would be like $18. Like, that is way too much for a silverware tray. It was nice because it like extended out, and it had different little crooks and nooks and crannies or whatever, so you can like have your forks like facing two different ways and have two rows of forks like in the same little section. And then it had an expandable section. I think it was really nice. It had lots of different places to put different sized tools, so it was really nice. But I did not find anything that wasn't as fancy that would have been a lot less expensive. But I did find these little guys. So I saw these, and these were $2. $2 for 3. And I thought, you know what? This is even better than an actual silverware tray, because I know that I have at least one somewhere. So once I find it, then I can actually use that instead of these, and then these can be used anywhere, and these can be rearranged. Yeah, those were the other one was extendable, that's true, but these can be arranged in any way. I got 2 of them, so I spent $4 instead of $17. So I am calling this a huge win. The only thing I was worried about was would it fit my knives. Here are my new knives, fancy. And the answer is yes, it fits. Well, maybe it's not perfect, but it's close enough. And these will be great for anywhere in the house. I can use them in the bathroom. I can use them in the kitchen for other things. I mean, there's so many different uses for these little things, and they're pink. I love pink. It's my favorite color. And I saved myself over $10. I'm super proud of myself for that, and kind of makes up for some of the other purchases that I probably shouldn't have made, but I did anyway. Last but certainly not least, the one item that I really did go into Target to look for. Ta-da! I got a Keurig, and I got a duo so that I can actually make a whole pot of coffee for, like, if I have guests, or if I want cold coffee, then I can go ahead and brew a whole pot and then put it in the fridge, a la Graham Stephan. That's something that I did long before he ever did it. I used to do that all the time with my coffee. I would make a pot of coffee and then have one day of hot coffee and then like 3 or 4 days of cold coffee. I decided to buy myself a brand new Keurig. Now this was originally priced at $169 and it was on sale for $139. So I got it for about $140. I do feel like that was a lot. However, like one of the cheapest Keurigs that I would be okay with getting, because they have like these minis or whatever, and I don't even know how you fill up the water reservoir. So they do have like some really cheaper ones, like $50, but the cheapest one that I was like okay with getting was about $80 or $90. And I figured, you know, for just a bit more, I can have both sides. I can have a whole pot or I can have one cup at a time. I like being able to choose either one, and especially if, you know, people come over and a lot of people want some coffee, then I can make a lot of coffee at once. So that is everything that I bought. My grand total, I can't even fully remember the exact grand total, but it was around $212, $215, somewhere around that. So the fact that the Keurig coffee maker was $140, and then I bought a bunch of kitchen stuff that was like $7 to $10 a piece. I feel like I did all right. I'm not happy with spending $200. Like it like hurts me inside when I spend that much money at a time, which I think is a good thing because that keeps me in check. It's not like I can just go out and spend hundreds of dollars at a time and it not feel like I don't feel something when that happens. So I do, like, I get worried, but I do have a little bit of money for spending on some household things. Oh my gosh, I almost completely forgot. I also bought oven mitts. I bought 2 sets. I can't remember how much these were. So this is something else that I bought. I don't know, like $3 or $4 a piece. Yeah, so that really is everything that I bought at Target. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about everything. Did I overspend? Am I justified in my purchases? Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think. And of course, don't forget to like this video and hit that red subscribe button down below if you are not already. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.